Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? Who do we have in the chat? We've got only 50 people watching at the moment, and only 13 likes. So let's start this off by smashing the like button. As always, P is the first one in the chat. Our lovely moderator, P. Christopher Hall, Oth Crypto, Hemio J, Legends have it. Laquata, Atomica, Liquid, Harry, Evalio, Braveheart, Vasil, the Vegan and Gluten-Free Cooking Show. Welcome, Daxtrius. Welcome, everyone. How are we doing today? Cool. So first off, disclaimer, I've been away from the charts for the majority of the day. I did take profit on the long from earlier on when we came up to 24,600, when we hit the POC of the range. I wasn't able to get into the short position. And then I've gone out, I've got to give myself a nice little trim, nice little haircut, bought myself some new shoes. I've been to a little event this afternoon as well. A little crypto trading event, which has been quite good fun, something that I had set up a while back, and there may be some exciting news in the very near future. So, yes, so a little disclaimer, I haven't actually taken many trades. Well, I've taken one trade today, and this for me is just getting back into the market, seeing if we can find any opportunities for trading this session. I also have a beer, so it's going to be one of those ones. I have had a couple, and it's going to be one of those ones. So if anyone wants to tip for a drink of beer, then we're going to go. And it's okay. It's one of those days. We've got Man United Barcelona today, and I am Liquid. Yeah, one of those. Yeah, Man United v Barcelona later on. So I'm just warming up for that one. Yeah, anyway, so Bitcoin today. I mean, it's been fairly the move down. Who's been shorting the ES all day? Literally, it's just been carnage over there. I've just had a look at the ES, and it has just been a straight line down. There's been literally nothing going on here since the New York session opened. So we had the New York Open, and it has just been absolute carnage. There's been not a single bounce to be had. It's just down, 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 down. So a little bit weird again. This week has been weird price action in general overall, and because we came down and we were chopping around those lows earlier, it's kind of crazy. We're just coming down and we're taking them out again. This is what the ES has been doing for us for quite a long time. It's just been absolutely ridiculous. I'd imagine, Alan Armstrong, as you are mentioning, look at Apple stock. It is the S&P. This is probably going to be massively led by Apple. So yeah, you gap up and you just carnage. So ES today has just been an absolute shit show. But Bitcoin managing to hold okay and actually leading the market here. So we did take the long position, obviously, yesterday. And if anyone was paying attention to the on my Twitter and my little shorts, silly little videos that I posted this morning, we came into the POC. Okay, that is a clear take profit level. So you've got to be taking some profits. If you went long yesterday, I mean, this is across the board because Bitcoin is leading everything right now. We took the long on Ethereum, we took the long on Aptos, and we had taken the long on, what was it? FTM. We're taking the long on FTM, but this morning was just a case of take profit on everything. I didn't really look to see where the rest of them were. I was just like, okay, Bitcoin's at the point of control. We've got to take some profit here. So because of that, being able to take profit, and what I was actually looking for was very simply just an ABCD correction into the daily open. Didn't quite play out. It didn't quite play out. So I was looking earlier. I wanted to see Bitcoin holding, and I was looking for another push higher. But because this is the market, we never know exactly what's going to happen. I had taken profit at that point. I'm still in the longs from yesterday, by the way. I'm still holding those. They haven't been invalidated. I'd still love to see this daily level tapped. But yeah, what I was looking for earlier was just very simply a move okay, you had the one-to-one coming in down here. and we had the high, low, high that was coming in around your daily open. That's not actually accurate at all because we did actually bounce off of that. So you had the daily open. We were finding a little bit of support there, and yeah, just fell through around about 11 o'clock. I was still in at that time, so I'm not quite sure. No, I had just gone out. I had just gone out because I was there about midday. So yeah, I move into the golden pocket. You had that initial rejection. You had what I was looking for as like an ABCD corrective move down into support. We had like a nice little 15-minute OB. This has also been nice resistance previously. We broke through that. I was hoping that that would hold and then we'd see a move up. But no, you come down, you come right back down into the lows of the range. You come back, test the daily open. What do you do? Fill all of the imbalances that we had on the big impulse down. So there you go. You come back up like perfectly. Really nice opportunity to take a short position, filling in the full gap that we had on the way down. And then we put in what I think must be one of the cleanest triangles I've ever seen in my life. Like how perfectly this has just been bouncing off of the exact same level, this like 23,850 level, and just perfectly been following this triangle down. Eventually fakes out to the downside or breaks out to the downside, and we're getting a little test of that now. So interesting day. Haven't traded it. I would myself be looking for again a long position because, well, I mean, the ES can't be going down forever, right? And it is starting to find some support. You would assume that this would be an area of support. The next logical area I'm looking at as support from here would be 3,950 on the ES if we do continue to drop. But what do we see so often? We see these double bottoms being put in. And also, if we're going to look at the DXY, it's just kind of taking out these highs, and we're coming up into a major area of resistance once again. All we really had for this before was the 786. And now we're looking at 105 and above to 105.6 as being a decent area of resistance with. You got your daily. Is it the daily OB? 4 hour. Okay, so you got the 4 hour block basically here with that's your wick down, and then you've just got some price action up here, and everything within that point is a void. So I would be expecting the DXY to come up to about 105 at this point. There's something harmonic about this, potentially, where we could be looking at potential shark harmonic that then takes us back down to this 786, which would at that stage be, because we were looking at that high, if we're looking to extend this a little bit higher, we could be looking at the 886 then, which would give us a bit of a harmonic pattern to be trading. So yeah, lots going on. We'll see what happens. Liquid 3950 NPOCES. Yes. So that lines up very, very nicely. How would that be an MPOC? Is it really an MPOC? Because you literally just got nothing there at 39.50. I mean, it's just 618 and you're looking at liquidity being taken here, but would it not be around like 39.25? Interesting though. Interesting. I did say I had a beer. I just used the SVP on TradingView. Should we have a look? Liquid, are we going to get? What time frame? We're going to probably need to be looking at 30 minutes. How? You've got a little bit. You've got a little bit going on here. There must have been some volume around that point. Right. Okay. So all of this was outside of the open. Makes sense. So yes, you probably are going to have a POC lining up there. No, it doesn't for me. It lines up around the weekly level. But yeah, I can see what you're looking at, and I guess that's a little bit of further confidence where we do have here. There's a little bit of a blocking out of price action, and that would have been from the open. So you're looking at this as being the session. There's 2:30, there's 9 p.m. So yeah, it would make sense that your POC of that day is going to be around that point. So yeah, absolutely. I mean, your settings aren't off. Absolutely not. Your settings are not off. I think if I was to look at that as a session, a trading session, where you're looking at actual New York being traded, because you're not getting volume outside of that. So that's where your volume is being traded. The reason why for myself, we've got the POC up at the high is look at all the volume that came in at the end of the day there. But yeah, high volume node. very, very possibly a point of control. So I'll take that. I'll give you that one. That one's looking really nice, and that's coming in right at your 618. And yeah, basically where we're looking for, just below those lows. So if we are going to continue down, 39.50 would be a really nice area to be looking for long positions. We might, in the chat as well, because I did say I have been to a little event today. This was for people that do trade the ES and the S&P a lot more than Bitcoin. And I was going over there. I was presenting the case for Bitcoin being a bit of a higher beta of these boring legacy markets that just aren't very interesting to trade. I'm basically saying that Bitcoin's much better. So if we do have any people who have been from the event, because I literally had to run off in order to do this stream. That's the reason I had to delay it in the first place. But I had to run off in order to do this stream. So we may have some people watching from that who may be able to give some insight on where they are looking at for the ES. And we might, exciting stuff, be getting some of those people in the crew very soon. So we're going to be trading those legacy markets a little bit more. I'm being very secretive about this, but it's kind of cool. We've got some good stuff lined up. Anyway, what do we have? Peter Jackson, yo, I'm looking at this like a range at the moment where we likely take the lows now after taking the highs. However, that 23,527 untapped daily is looking like a tempting SFP long and leave out the traders. Yeah, I would go with that. I think this is the plan that I've had for the last couple of days now. I don't know if we're going to be taking this low. You know, I would, because what you've got is you've got 1, 2, 3 now little higher lows being put in across this. Like, I mean, can you still draw a meme triangle? Let's draw the meme triangle for this. I'm in a silly mood. Extend line right. How long can we be continuing this triangle in by connecting everything together? We're going to break out of our triangle pattern formation with a high up here at 25K. Oh, there's not even a date. That's a long way away. That is a long way away. That is a long way away. Okay, we're going to figure that out. But I would go with that. I would go for take out the lows that we put in yesterday, take out the lows that we so far put in today, take out these little lows, hit the daily level and get a bounce. That would be really quite nice. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Pedro, where's best to trade the legacy markets? Any synthetics available on crypto exchanges? Yes, PRIME XBT. So this is why we have 2 and only 2 exchanges that myself I would recommend using. I trade Bybit all day, every day, without fail for like Bitcoin, Ethereum, crypto, and everything. But PRIME XBT is really nice if you do want to trade legacy markets using crypto as collateral. So if you're a crypto native like myself and you don't want to mess around with all of the getting brokers and doing all your KYC and doing all of the complicated, boring stuff, taxes, all of those kind of things that you need to do with legacy markets, then PRIME XBT is really nice because you can trade that with your using your crypto as collateral. Yes, FTX used to do them, but yeah, with PRIME XBT, you can trade the S&P 500, you can trade Forex, you can trade gold, you can trade oil, you can trade some stocks. So it's, yeah, generally a really nice one to use as derivatives by using your crypto as collateral. And yeah, I've mentioned this a few times, so I won't go too much into detail with that. But we do have, if you want to get like free trading credit, then it's in our, if you go onto Discord, I'm not going to show the link, but if you do go onto Discord and you click on links, then you'll see the PRIME XBT link. And then if you search for an announcement on PRIME XBT, so just there are codes. I've got a video of it on YouTube. If you need any more information, just like ask in public chat on Discord about the information on it, or DM me on Twitter. I probably won't reply to DMs on Twitter, actually. I never reply to anyone's DMs on Twitter. I'm useless at DMs. like DMs in general, I'm just completely useless at. But yeah, that's a decent one. Peas posted the link. So Andrew Neatfeld, long Monday low, stops at previous day low, take profit at POC easy. Which POC? I'm just looking at my chart here. I'm not feeling that, because we're kind of below that Monday low already, right? This is your Monday low. And if your stops at previous day low, yikes, that's a risky one. My trading view screen is frozen, price not moving. I mean, this is just the curse of me. If I go live, price stops. If we zoom in a little bit, I can promise you. Hey, it moved. See, it moved. Price is moving. It's not frozen. It's just the curse of Luke. The curse of Luke has returned once again. I go live, price stops moving, because I'm probably that. Well, I'm not. We've proven that today because I haven't been at the. I haven't been at the screen. But yeah. Aren't we still in the middle of last week's range? Yes, we are. Anyway, let's just start talking serious. Let's start talking serious stuff. So we have a really similar situation to yesterday, actually. Bullish divergence after making bearish divergence at the highs. So I'm going to go talk serious talk. We're going to go order flow. We're going to go order flow today, and we're going to talk about this. So what did we have all day through yesterday? What gave us answers in the chat? What gave us the confidence to take these long positions yesterday? And what was the price that we were looking at holding yesterday after that initial sign of strength, after seeing that we had bullish CVD divergence building throughout the whole day, a lot of shorts getting greedy, shorts getting trapped? Where was it roughly that we were looking at that first indication that this is likely to reverse? Be interested to see how many people know that. Just had to put my nice comfy slippers on. Trap shorts, bullish CVD, yes, and liquid VWAP. That was because we were doing the live stream yesterday and we saw that first initial sign of strength, and this was a really nice time. Like, I was looking at this very closely yesterday because we were live when this happened. So we saw this initial sign of strength. Okay, this was during the FOMC minutes. We had that push up into VWAP, and then what did we do? We drew this box. Here is when your shorts get greedy, within this zone of the chart here. So this was the support here that we had to hold. And we were able to hold that because you got the trap shorts within this zone on the chart here. So we're able to hold that zone, 23,660. There we go. That is the one. That's probably the closest that we'll see. So that for me was a really nice one. And this was also the golden pocket. So when we had this move up, we came back in, we were holding around that 618, that golden pocket. And then we were able to initiate the short squeeze after we started to induce a few more short positions into their positions. And then we were able to squeeze out of that. Now today, the order flow has actually been quite nice again. So it's been not the best recently, and it's been slow. Like what I've been seeing anyway, I don't know if this is the same for everyone else, but generally when I'm trading, the indications and the signs that things are about to reverse are often like really quick. You just get a quick extreme, and then you can find an entry or a trigger for a trade. But what we've had like all this week is it's just been a really like long, tedious, gradual process of just starting to just tempt people onto the wrong side of the trade. So you just like gradually just getting those people into the wrong positions and then just very quickly wiping them out, which for me is like much more difficult to trade. I would much rather see like something kind of impulsive. You hit some excess, you get some imbalances, and then you can take a trade because of that. What we've had this week has been much more of like, yeah, gradual process, and then you just suddenly squeeze out of it, which is nuts. Apart from the SFP that we had at the highs, that was super easy. That was so nice and easy to trade, because you just hit the excess, you hit the imbalances, and you could take the short position. For the rest of this week, it's just been weird. But earlier on, okay, coming back in, golden pocket, there's your 618. What did we have at that point there was, here's your CVD line. You can see marginally, okay, higher highs on the CVD. Quite a lot of long positions starting to enter within this zone here. But price quite significantly lower, okay? I only managed to retrace by 61.8% of the move. And that would have been a really nice trigger. What we also had there, 5-minute OB. Okay, so this is your 5-minute chart. There's your 5-minute OB. This being a bit of an impulsive move down, creating imbalances. You can see the selling imbalances on the way down, on the way down, on the way down. You've not really got any buyers trapped within this. So you come back, you tap into that level, and then you continue downwards, creating those divergences. So a really nice opportunity to take the short. Now, what we're getting again here is kind of the same. Okay, so now we have buying imbalances that, yes, we had our trap traders yesterday that had to hold within here, because this is where you're getting your selling imbalances within this whole zone. You can see a lot of them at the lows. These are shorts that would have been trying to push this down, but then as that gets flipped, everyone below this level is then on the wrong side of things. But then price then comes down and comes right into, there's a gap on the chart. Okay, so we've not really back tested or backfilled. There is an imbalance within that. There is a gap within that. So price then seeks to fill that gap. What we're doing again here is creating more imbalances, more CVD divergence, with price making another higher low and CVD making another lower low. So it's been kind of interesting. The order flow, I think, has actually been quite nice. I am looking at this somewhat in hindsight, because I haven't traded this today, but looking at where we are with the chart, it does make a lot of sense. So if I had been trading this, I would like to have thought that I would have traded this fairly successfully. And on that note, I'm gonna just open a beer and see what else people are saying. Peter Johnson, horrible week trading for me this week. Yeah, it has been. I think altcoins have been okay. I've been enjoying trading altcoins. When you're looking at the DXY, the ES, and then obviously Bitcoin being a higher beta of the ES, not been very nice. So it has been a tricky one to trade. And this is why I didn't take the position on Bitcoin yesterday. So although I'm talking about, okay, we kind of knew the short squeeze was coming. We planned for this whole scenario. Okay, 2 days ago, we said, okay, this is where Bitcoin's likely going to go. We're going to kill the triangle idea. We're going to take the short from the highs once we get the SFP. That triangle breakout is going to fail. We're going to look to take out one low, but not the next one. We're going to look for support between the low that we put in last week and or the Monday lows. We're going to look for support at the Monday lows, but we're not going to take out the range lows. We had the big green box there, okay, which is now a white box because I just changed the chart somewhat. We were looking for longs within this point, and then we were looking for the short squeeze. It all made sense, but to actually find an entry trigger yesterday, I didn't have that much confidence in it. So it's one of those where I made the plan, but I didn't actually trade the plan on Bitcoin. Instead, I took the ETH long, which is actually doing absolutely fine. And that's part of the reason why I took the ETH long, because I was anticipating this. Okay, you see a nice big bounce off of the daily level on the BTC pair. I did anticipate that Ethereum, although Bitcoin was what I was trading from a technical perspective, I thought I would be able to make more profits from Ethereum, from Aptos, from FTM than I would have been able to do from Bitcoin, because I didn't see that much strength in Bitcoin. Ethereum, on the other hand, this range has been amazing. And once again, we get a really nice bounce off of that. We are up 3% in comparison to Bitcoin. And that's the long that I chose to take. And because of that, we're now in a position on Ethereum, at least, where I was long from down here, and my long is very safe. Whereas on Bitcoin, I'd be a little bit like, yikes, I don't really want to be in that position. So Bitcoin was nasty. Although the TA was done on Bitcoin, I saw better opportunities on the altcoins. And that's one of those things that sometimes, if you're aware of what the BTC pairs are doing, then you can actually find some better opportunities with the altcoins. Like the same thing with Aptos, okay? Aptos holding comfortably above. This isn't the daily open, this is the daily. Okay, I just don't update my charts because I'm lazy. Holding the daily level and very similar to Ethereum, golden pocket. Okay, so you came in, you cleared out all of this. This was a POC. This was also, surprisingly enough, what did it do? An SFP of the highs. Okay, easy. So Aptos, very similar situation. I updated everyone within the crew this morning. You want to be taking profit on Aptos around here, and you want to be taking profit across the board, but holding comfortably above its previous highs, whereas Bitcoin's being a little bit of a bitch. It's not being a nice one. Altcoins, much better behaved. They're the good children, the good little children, whereas Bitcoin's being a little fucking grumpy old man today. This week. FTM, again, similar situation. Literally caught, managed to catch the exact lows yesterday on FTM, but holding, okay, not comfortably, not as good, but a little bit more confidence with this than I do have on Bitcoin right now. And I am continuing to hold those positions. So yeah, that's why I didn't take the long. That's why I didn't take the long on Bitcoin, because I thought I could get more money elsewhere, basically. I am rambling. This is a proper ramble stream. Tell me to shut up if I'm just not making sense. Would you trade the breakout of the triangle? Do you mean the little low time frame triangle that we just had, or I don't think we're left with any triangles anymore. I think they're all gone. XAU looks good to long here, in my opinion. XAU. I'm gonna look. Are we looking at the E-mini XAU? Let's just go around. I think that's the one I've been charting. Where's my gold chart? I've actually been looking at gold today because I've been talking to a couple of people. Gold would be for me. I'm still long. Okay. We had that triple bottom at the support that I was talking about for months on XAU. But if we are going to get a move down, weekly is the time frame to be watching. I would be looking for support. First of all, here. Pedro, I'm pretty sure I did as well. 1,800. Okay, so we got a nice weekly level down there, 1,800. I think we're probably... I mean, you're in a good zone. Is there anything within this? Nah, you know what? You got... Let's SFP this low. Oh, we've just done that. Shit. Peter Johnson, you might be onto something. You might be onto something. I'd love to see it go a little bit lower. I would say 1,800, 1,810. A bit better. Yeah. Alternatively, we're coming all the way down here to 1722. But if we are looking at this as being yeah. It's getting into a good place, for sure. And yes, Pedro, you're absolutely right. I did say that. That's why we took the short when all the newbies were taking the we're trying to trade the breakout. 22,990, James. That's what I guess that's close to my alert. XAU USD. Can we not just... It's the same thing. Yeah. I know with mine. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. It's XAU USD. Look, it's right there. Just because I'm looking at forex.com. Okay. It does. I mean, you could long it. I think we could push it a little bit lower. But if you're going low time frames, you got to be trading this as a bit of a downtrend though. But at some point, this is going to set you up for like a mega long. I would go for this personally. I would look for a long within here, and I'd take it back up there. That's... I don't quite know where within this, but I go for a long. Let's say 1810, and I probably would go for that as a trade. Tom's Diner, you did feel squeezy yesterday. You did feel squeezy. Pedro, have you stayed awake until 6:30 a.m.? Well, like, what do you do? How does your life look to be able to stay awake until 6:30 a.m. like every day to trade? That is dedication. That is serious dedication. Agreed. I would like a more convincing liquidity grab, but at the same time, it doesn't make sense to capitulate as hard as BTC from what I've seen. Okay, I get that, but on the same thing, what has Bitcoin done so far in February? Pretty bullish, right? Okay, it's been pumping, whereas gold is down 7.5% almost. Yeah. So you don't need to capitulate. You don't need to capitulate more than Bitcoin right now. It's just gold is weak. Gold is just weak, low on the low time frames. Overall, very strong. I'm still looking for much higher, but as a corrective move, it's going through its little correction right now. Whereas Bitcoin has just been up. This month has been up. It's been very healthy up. It has, hasn't it? We haven't just been stagnant. Yeah, we've been up. So Bitcoin's been performing a lot better, right? So yeah, you don't need to capitulate more on gold. It just needs to continue doing what it's doing. You wake up at 2:30 p.m. This is amazing. So this is like you take the night shift every day to trade, and you just ignore the... Wow, that's awesome. Liquid is feeling the BTC pump in his belly. We need Tom's Diner in here. Tom's Diner, are you feeling squeezy again? Are you feeling squeezy or are you feeling queasy? We're seeing a very, very similar pattern. Yes, Tom's Diner's feeling squeezy. Are we going to get a sign of strength? We're at our VWAP for the New York session. Actually, New York's been chill. Like, look at this. Like, ES has been dumping all day, and New York's just been chilling. It's like, I'm not going to move. I've done this during London. We don't need to go any lower. So, yeah, I'd be feeling a little squeezy too. You've got... It's a lower low on the CVD. Are we doing this on aggregated? First sign of strength. Mm? Imagine if this was actually legit, because that would just be easy. Let's just restart this. Oh, yeah, I'm feeling squeezy. I'm feeling squeezy, and I think this is looking good. I think, yeah, I think we're looking okay. I think we've ridden out the storm today. A lot of people are wanting 22,900, 22,800. This is what we were talking about yesterday, I think. Can we do it? Is this the sign of strength that we have been waiting for? We are about to take some highs on Bitcoin. Let's get this green. Everyone's going to market buy, okay? As much money as you possibly got. 3, 2, 1. Never works. Okay, we just got red. It's all red. There's not the side of the trade that we wanted. It's all red now. Come on, make it green. Light this tape up green. Oh gods of Bitcoin, light up the tape. Green, green. I'm going to go green. We're going to go green to bring in the gods of crypto. We're going to pause this. We're going to go green. We're going to go green. I am green. I am ready to go. I have turned into the Hulk. I have made myself green. And we are ready to pump the price. Nothing's happening. Tom's Diner. You're feeling. Yeah, there we go. There's a little bit. Come on, green. Bring the gods of green. Everyone, if you've got some lights in your house, turn yourself green. Send the hype into the chat. Oh, praise be, God of Bitcoin. Let us squeeze the short positions out of their positions. Let their liquidations be sacrificed to the gods of Tauros. Let us take their money and profit. Profit. Keep on pushing. Oh, gods of Bitcoin. Let's launch. It doesn't help that I'm drinking a red beer. Basketballs. Squeeze me, pappy. Does anyone want to? This is really off topic. Does anyone want to see my new? Because have I been? I mean, I've said it enough times because I feel like proud of myself for actually being a healthy motherfucker. Have I told you that I've started running again? And this stupid idiot here decided on New Year's Eve when I was very drunk to book myself in for a half marathon on like the first week of March. So I've got about a month left to train, and my knees are wrecked and my ankles are wrecked and I'm aching and it's painful. But I got myself some new running shoes today, which are really good. Is anyone else in the chat a runner? And could you guess what shoes I've bought? Can you guess what shoes I bought? I'll show you my shoes. They're also Tauros themed. Yeah. Friday 8. What shoes would you recommend for running? Innov 8. No. Penny Movers. Night Pegasus. No. Converse. What are you? Kids. Barefoot shoes. No. Rebel Pumas. I run from child support. No, come on. All right. I'm going to show you them. I've actually got 2 pairs. I bought 2 pairs today. Be right back. BRB. Oh, no one's done it. See, these are really good. They're very, very new brand. See, what I used to run in were these Adidas Ultra Boost, yeah? Oh, there we go. I'll have to put it up against me. These are what I used to run in. But I got myself 2 really nice pairs. the sheets today. And they're Taurus colored. Let me go to a neutral light so you can actually see the color of these because I like them. This is so not trading, but like price isn't moving. Oh, there we go. Neutral color. Okay. Check these out. Look at these, the black and orange on running. Check out those bad boys. Look, they got like holes in them. So you're like little clouds and they're squidgy little clouds. They're so cool. And then I got this pair here with the black and orange again, on brand, on running. To for the shorter distance runs. They're pretty cool, eh? They're good, right? Yeah, they're branded on. O-N. Fuck off. They're not Binance colors. Binance is yellow, like a puke yellow. We're proper orange. I mean, Friday 8, yeah. I'm a Bitcoin whale, you know. Of course they're expensive. And I bought 2 pairs because, yeah. Baller over here with his 2 pairs of on running shoes. Fuck off, Tom Steiner. That's green. That's oh no, puke would be green. We got Binance puke yellow and CC puke green, and then we've got bull, angry bull Taurus orange and black. But they're beastie. I love them. So yeah, these are gonna make me run like a king, and I'm gonna smash the world record and probably die. We are squeezing. Everyone's doing their job. This is good. This is good to see. This stream is ridiculous. Squeeze. What time am I aiming for? I'd like, so my personal best, remember that my personal best I did when I was 28. I'm now 32. So it was 4 years ago, almost 5 years. Well, it was 5 years ago, actually, when I did my PB. That was 1 hour 42. Okay, so my PB is 1 hour 42. I would be very happy just to go sub 2 hours. I'm cool. If I can go sub 2 hours. So far on all my runs, I've done a few 10Ks and I've been like, okay, and I'm keeping my paces around about 5 minutes 20 to 5 minutes 30. I get a bit tired towards the end. I think when I go to half marathon, I'm probably looking at like 5 minutes 45 pace overall because there's hills. There's hills for this marathon as well, so I'm like scared of hills. I can't do elevation. I suck at elevation. So I'd love to go sub 2 hours. If I can do that, I'll be happy because I'm becoming an old man now. So yeah, if I was luxury, like if I was luxury's age and I was doing a half marathon, I'd be like totally doing like 1.5 hours. I could definitely run a half marathon during a football match if I was luxury's age. But he's a youngster. I'm an old man. This is the least trading stream ever. Can you look at US oil? Yes. I can look at UK oil. Is that the same? Probably not. Yeah, it's the same. Oh my god. Looks bullish, no? Do you think? What do we think? I mean, I'd literally just be looking at this as support. the energy crisis continue, yeah? Because this looks pretty bullish. When you start to just form, you break the downtrend and you start to just consolidate reaccumulation, it looks good. I'd be looking for probably SFP down here. I mean, what you've got locally, right, is... So if you want to go newbie, head and shoulders down here. So you could break, yeah, you could break that and go for this. Greg, this is why I gave a disclaimer at the beginning of this stream that it probably would not be very trade related. 15 minutes. Okay, we're going low time frame. Cool. SFP here, yeah? This one. Or are we even looking at this one? Or are we even looking at this one? This is the problem. With like these bigger, heavier assets, as soon as you start to take one out, then you just hit stops on loads of stuff. So you kind of have to get stopped here. Otherwise, you're just going to continue to run through all of these, and then you're going to take out this high. So you would go short here. This is how I would personally trade it. Okay, because with these like higher time frame, heavier assets, what you tend to do is, okay, you go for the first one, and we've had a bit of a rejection there. You probably want to go SFP of that. As soon as you start hitting these stops, I would anticipate that you go and you just start to break out and you just start to accelerate through all of them until you come all the way up to that top. So for me, I would go short here with an invalidation here, because I would imagine as soon as you start hitting into those ones, you're going to take out everything here. So that's what I would go for. Alan Armstrong, I do not have a funded account because I just trade on crypto exchanges. I did do my Forex funds funded account. I think I did the challenge and I passed the challenge, but never really did anything else from that, because that's the one that you can trade on C Trader. Right, we did this back in the summer. Like, people kept on asking me to take the challenge, so then I took the challenge and I like completed it in like 3 days or something. But then after I completed the challenge, I was like, it's silly. I just think it's really unrealistic. I don't like these funded accounts. So yeah, I kind of lost my money there. I paid like $300, I think, for a funded account. Past phase 1, I don't remember if there was a phase 2. And then by that time I was like, yeah, there you go. Trolls, I've passed, and gave up. I might do another one just for fun. Chris Full, interesting. The divergence doesn't show on TrendRev. Yeah, okay. Let me just go back onto my... Oh, I do need to wrap this up soon because I've got to go out. I got to go pub. Got to go pub later. Football time. Got to go pub. Pub. Is Blur's the OpenSea competition, right? This is the NFT marketplace. Am I correct in saying this? For me, I'd wait a little bit of time with these new things. I mean, this is a similar situation to what we saw with Flare. So if you remember, we had Flare and we were looking at opportunities in which to get into Flare. You generally just chill for a long time. You get that initial hype, like Flare when it started had that bit of hype. It did all of this thing, and you just chill and you just go through the sideways consolidation. So I would just wait for it to settle. And I think if this is legitimately, like, research the platform, if it is legitimately going to be a contender to like take the OpenSea crown for the next cycle, and there will be another NFT cycle, guaranteed. There's gonna, like, NFTs were not a one-time bubble in the same way that ICOs were not a one-time bubble. We still see new tokens coming out there pumping. So if this is a legitimate contender for the NFT marketplace, give it some time to settle down, see where it finds that. It's nice that it's $1. I kind of like that it's valued at $1 because it gives it like a nice, like, even thingy. But yeah, I'd probably wait if we can get entries down here, because the hype's going to die down. You've had a decent move up here already. I would say you'd want to see price coming down, doing something like this, starting to chill out. You start to go sideways. This starts to become a very narrow range, and you're looking at that. And then maybe in a month or two, once that initial hype dies down, then you can look to buy in. So I'd go for that. I'd go for that. Isn't it ridiculous? As soon as I start talking about charts again, price dumps. So we just got to go hype in the chat. Hype in the chat. Let's start talking about something completely unrelated, and we're going to bring in the green tape again. Pump, pump, pump it up. Got to pump it up. You know, pump it up. We got to, yeah. Brian, Blair's been one of my best shorts the past couple of days, catching scalp longs on some bounces. Lurker, yay, we taking dumps. Brother, please share your theme colors. Thanks, in any case. Do you mean my trading view theme? Yeah. My orange. Taurus orange. This is the colors. So we got a good old BF 5D 1D orange. And then for the bull candles, we got a hashtag 81A9BD color. And then this is just off black in the background as well. We're not quite black here. So we're not quite, we're 111111111, not 00000. So if we go 000, it's a bit more black. So we're just off black, just to be like unique. And we're hashtag 1111111111111 for as long as you can go. There you go. That's my themes. I have no gradient. I've got rid of the gradient. What I like as well, this is my summer theme. I can show you my summer theme. We got our sunset. Blind everyone in the chat. I love this theme though. It's like proper summer. I did this in Dubai briefly. This one is definitely not soothing for the eyes. There we go. Back to Maine. That's my summer beach theme. Like chilling, having a pina colada on the beach. All right. I think I'm going to wrap this stream up. I apologize to anyone who actually wanted to come here for some real TA and to actually take some trades, but hey, we're feeling squeezy, okay? It's the same situation as yesterday. We're literally, we did the stream yesterday and price was at 23,800. I come back to do the stream today and price is at 23,800. Between those times of the two streams, we've had a nice short squeeze that hit the POC. But in terms of support and resistance, we're still looking at exactly the same levels. Nothing has changed. We have 22,880 down to 22,800 as the support that I would look for if we are going to break down from the range, we have the daily level that I would love to hit, which takes out the 2 prior higher lows that we've had on the chart, but leaves the actual range low intact. Okay, so if we can hit the daily level, I would look for a scalp long off of that, an SFP off of yesterday's low. If we do start to break down 22,800 to 22,880, that's where you have all of your confluence, everything. But that can then start to become a really crowded trade. So what you would need to look for at that stage is if we do come down here and we don't SFP it, I would look for something like this, and you're coming down and you're just kind of crapping out people. I'd like to see a falling wedge down there. I actually quite like wedges. Not wedgies. I don't like wedgies. I like wedges. And that was a terrible... I sound like that dad joke. Yeah, I quite like to see something like that. A few little spikes down into the lows. Then we can get a bounce back in, reclaim that, and then you're good to go. If we're looking to the upside, then we have our upside targets, which is our break up targets, which are here at 25,600, okay, at 26,500. And if we are to go for a biggie, then we have our 1-to-1 and our 2 extension, which doubles this range. You're just doubling the extension here, and we're looking at 27,200. But for me, if we are going to go big balls breakout with a double bottom here, I would like to see price come to 26.5. That's what I would like. Okay. So on that note, I am going to disappear, have a beer, and cheer for Man United, who are going to smash Barcelona, and we're going to get to the next stage of the Europa League, and I will be a happy man. If Barcelona win, you can expect a dump, because I will be angry and I will be red. So if Man United win, although Man United are red, you can expect price action that looks a little bit like this. If Barcelona win, even though Barcelona are not as red as Man United, then you can expect some price action that looks like this. Okay? That's the deal. Man United for the win. Beer, cheer, here. Yeah. All right, I'm off. Thank you, everyone. Apologies. And I'll see you soon. Bye.